Imagine you have just arrived in a brand new city, a city buzzing with endless possibilities. The city's name, Generative AI. At first, it feels overwhelming. You see these glowing skyscrapers called ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. You hear people on the street talking about things like RAG, agents, and embeddings. Where do you even start? Don't worry. Today, I am giving you a map, a step-by-step roadmap designed for developers like you and me who want to build real-world applications, not just read academic papers. By the end of this video, you will know not just what to learn, but how to learn it, step by step. Think of it like a flowchart that takes you from a curious beginner to someone who can actually ship AI-powered apps. First things first, before you can drive through AI City, you need a driver's license. For us, that license is programming. Without it, we are not going anywhere. You need to be comfortable with either Python or JavaScript. You don't need to be a wizard, but you should understand the basics like functions, loops, and especially how to call APIs. If you are new, pick one of the 100 free crash courses online. The goal is to build something small, like a simple API with Fast API for Python or Express.js for JavaScript. Make a tiny command line app that uses an AI API to answer a simple question, like what's the capital of Germany? When you can successfully get a response from an API and your code can understand that response, you have earned your license. Congratulations, you are ready to drive. Okay, you got your license. Now you need a map to understand the landmarks of AI City. You don't need a PhD in math, just the lay of the land. Let's break down the key concepts. First, what are LLMs or large language models? Think of them as giant text factories. They have been trained by reading a massive library, basically a huge chunk of the internet data, and their main skill is predicting the next most likely word in a sentence. That's how they write, code, and chat. What are prompts? A prompt is simply your set of instructions for the factory. It's how you tell the LLM what you want it to create. Then comes embeddings. What are they? This one is super important. Think of embeddings as GPS coordinates for your text. A computer doesn't understand words like cat or dog. But with embeddings, it can turn those words into a series of numbers, a location on a map. And on this map, words with similar meanings are located close together. Cat and dog would be neighbors, while cat and pizza would be miles apart. This is how AI understands meaning and context. And finally, RAG versus fine-tuning. You will hear these two words all the time. Let's use an analogy. Imagine your AI is a world-class chef who has read every cookbook on the planet. Fine-tuning is like sending that chef to a specialized culinary school for 6 months to learn an entirely new cuisine. You are fundamentally changing the chef's skills. It's powerful, but it's also slow and very expensive. RAG or Retrieval Augmented Generation is different. Instead of retraining the chef, you just hand them your grandma's secret recipe book when they need it. The chef uses their existing world-class skills to read the recipe. That's the retrieval part. And then cooks the dish perfectly. That's the generation part. RAG is faster, cheaper, and lets your AI use new or private information without expensive retraining. For most real-world apps, you will be using RAG. Your checkpoint can be, you can explain to a friend why you would use RAG instead of fine-tuning. Now we are at our first destination, a 5-star restaurant. The chef here can cook anything you want, but only if you know how to order properly. That's prompt engineering. This is about writing clear instructions that guide the AI. How to learn? A great starting point is the role, task, format pattern. What is this? You can think of it like this analogy. Role. You are a helpful career coach. Task. Critique this resume and identify 3 areas for improvement. And format. Provide the output as a JSON object with the keys, strengths, and improvements. Your project can be build a resume critique app. The user pastes in their resume and your app returns structured JSON feedback that you can easily display in your UI. And your checkpoint can be your code can successfully parse the AI's JSON output at least 90% of the time. This means your instructions are crystal clear. You have learned how to order at the restaurant. Now you want to open your own little cafe. To do that, you need a professional toolkit. You don't call the AI factory directly. You use tools that make it easier. What to learn? Start with an official SDK or software development kit like the ones from OpenAI or Anthropic. Then explore a framework like LangChain or Llama Index. These frameworks are like a kitchen's workflow manager. They help you connect different tools and steps into a single powerful chain. A key concept here is function calling. This is like giving your chef a phone. Now, if a customer asks, "What's the weather in Paris and book me a table?" the chef can use the phone or the tool to call the weather service and reservation system to get the job done. In AI, it lets the model use your code or external APIs. Your checkpoint. You can easily swap one AI model for another, like GPT for Claude, by changing just one line of code in your app. This shows you are using the tools correctly. Now, every great cafe needs a library of recipes. In AI, that library is your vector database. This is where we put our RAG knowledge into practice. How it works? You take your documents, like a PDF, and break them into smaller chunks. You then use an embedding model to turn each chunk into those GPS coordinates we talked about and store them in a vector database. When a user asks a question, you turn their question into a GPS coordinate too and use the database to find the most relevant chunks of text from your documents. You then augment your prompt by feeding that context to the LLM along with the question. Your project can be build a docs copilot. You upload a PDF and then you can ask questions about it and get answers with citations pointing back to the source text. Your checkpoint. Your docs copilot can answer 8 out of 10 test questions correctly with the right citations. Alright, the next 2 steps are the bread and butter for most developers. A great AI chef is useless without a kitchen, tables, and a menu. That's your front end and back end. You will build a user interface, maybe with React or Next.js, and a backend with Node or Python. You will add user logins, file uploads, and make sure it's secure. Then you open your cafe to the public. You will deploy your app on a service like Vercel, AWS, or Fly.io, making sure to protect your secret API keys using environment variables. Your checkpoint. Your friends can access and use your deployed application from anywhere in the world. Your cafe is running and people love it. But now you want to take it to the next level. It's time for the Master Chef upgrade. This is where AI agents come in. So what is an agent? Think of it as promoting your chef to a master chef. You no longer give the head chef one specific instruction. Instead, you give them a goal. For example, you don't say, search for flights, then search for hotels, then check the weather. You just say, plan a weekend trip to Rome for me, $500 budget. The agent can now independently plan its steps, choose tools like a flight search tool, a hotel booking tool, a weather tool, and act on them in a loop until the goal is achieved. Your project can be build a trip planner agent. The user gives it a destination, budget, and dates, and the agent uses different tools to build a full itinerary. Your checkpoint. Your agent can successfully complete its task at least 80% of the time without you needing to intervene. You are almost there. Every world-famous chef is known for their signature dishes. For you, these are your portfolio projects. Polish 2 or 3 of the projects we have talked about, write a clean README file, create an architecture diagram, and deploy a live demo. Make it so good that anyone can try it without you needing to explain a thing. Remember, AI City never stops growing. Here are some 2025 additions you should watch. First, multimodal AI. Models like GPT 4.0 and Gemini that handle text, code, images, audio, even video together. On-device AI. Tiny models running offline on laptops or phones. No cloud required. Number 3. AI safety and ethics. understanding bias, misuse, and responsible deployment. It matters as much as coding. And the final one is open source momentum. Tools like Mistral and Llama 3 are catching up fast. Stay curious, read changelogs, join communities, and keep experimenting. That's how you keep your cafe alive in this ever-growing city. So, here's your simple roadmap. You get your license with coding basics. You learn the map of core AI concepts. You order at the restaurant with prompts. You grab your toolkit with SDKs. You build your library with vector databases. You open your cafe with full stack skills. You earn your MasterChef upgrade with agents. You craft your signature dishes with portfolio projects. And finally, you keep growing with the city. Follow this journey step by step, and you won't just be visiting the AI city, you will be building your own skyscraper right in the middle of it. Thanks for watching and happy building.